Title: The Delta Phantom. James J. Walker had become a beacon of hope for the people of Mississippi, but his latest challenge would test him like never before. Reports had been flooding in from across the Delta about a mysterious figure wreaking havoc, stealing, destroying property, and terrorizing communities. Witnesses described a shadowy presence that moved faster than the eye could see, leaving chaos in its wake. They called it the Delta Phantom. At first, Jay thought it was just another criminal taking advantage of the region's vulnerability. But as the attacks grew more brazen and the destruction more severe, he began to suspect something far more sinister. The Phantom wasn't just a thief or a vandal, it was something unnatural, something that defied explanation. One night, as Jay patrolled the outskirts of Greenville, he finally encountered the Phantom. It was a blur of darkness, moving with inhuman speed and precision. Jay's lightning reflexes allowed him to keep pace, but even he struggled to land a hit. The Phantom seemed to phase through solid objects, disappearing and reappearing at will. It was like chasing a ghost. The two clashed in a furious battle, their powers lighting up the night sky. Jay summoned bolts of lightning, but the Phantom dodged them effortlessly. It retaliated with waves of shadowy energy that seemed to sap Jay's strength. For the first time in a long while, Jay felt outmatched. But he couldn't give up, not when so many people were counting on him. Determined to uncover the Phantom's secrets, Jay turned to the one person he trusted most, his mother, Mama Ree. A wise and deeply spiritual woman, Mama Ree had always believed Jay's powers were a gift from the ancestors. She listened intently as Jay described his encounter with the Phantom, her eyes narrowing with concern. "That ain't no ordinary foe, Jay," she said, her voice grave. "That's a spirit, a restless soul bound to this world by pain and anger. You can't fight it with just your powers. You gotta speak to its heart." Mama Ree handed Jay an ancient talisman, a small, intricately carved piece of wood, passed down through generations. "This'll help you see the truth," she said. "But remember, Jay, sometimes the strongest power is compassion." Armed with the talisman and his mother's wisdom, Jay set out to confront the Phantom once more. This time, instead of attacking, he called out to it. "I don't know who you are, or what you've been through, but I know you're hurting. Let me help you." The Phantom hesitated, its shadowy form flickering like a dying flame. For a moment, Jay saw a glimpse of its true form, a young man, no older than himself, with eyes full of sorrow and regret. The Phantom's name was Elijah, a former sharecropper who had died tragically decades ago, betrayed by those he trusted. His spirit had been trapped in a cycle of anger and vengeance, unable to find peace. Jay's heart ached for Elijah. He understood now that the Phantom wasn't a villain, it was a victim. Using the talisman, Jay channeled his energy to create a bridge between the living and the spirit world. He spoke to Elijah, offering words of comfort and forgiveness. Slowly, the Phantom's rage began to fade, its form dissolving into a soft, glowing light. "Thank you," Elijah whispered, his voice barely audible. "I'm finally free." As the light faded, Jay felt a profound sense of peace. He had not only saved the Delta from destruction, but had also helped a lost soul find redemption. It was a reminder that his powers were not just for fighting, they were for healing too. Word of Jay's victory spread quickly, and the people of the Delta hailed him as a hero once more. But Jay knew that his journey was far from over. There were still mysteries to uncover, battles to fight, and souls to save. And as long as he had the strength to stand, he would be there to protect his home. James J. Walker, the Delta's guardian, had faced the darkness and emerged stronger than ever. And his legend continued to grow.